All right, let's jump right into it. Today, we are talking all about what Apple is calling a revolution, the brand new M5 chip. This thing is the new brain in everything from the MacBook Pro to the Vision Pro, and you better believe Apple is betting its future on it. And yeah, Apple is not being subtle about this at all. With statements like this one, they're making it super clear this isn't just your standard yearly update. No, they're framing the M5 as a massive leap forward, built from the ground up specifically for artificial intelligence. So that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Are we just looking at another incremental speed bump, or is this the actual beginning of a real revolution in on-device AI? Let's dig in and figure out what this new chip actually means for you. Okay, so to really get what the M5 is all about, we've got to start with what's new under the hood, because this is a totally new way of thinking for Apple. And this right here, this is the secret sauce. It's called a neural accelerator. And the crazy part is, Apple has built one into each and every one of the M5's 10 graphics cores. You can think of it like giving every little part of the graphics engine its own tiny, specialized AI brain, just ready and waiting to crunch machine learning tasks in an instant. Now, to really appreciate what makes the M5 so special, we have to put it up against its older brother, the ridiculously powerful M4 Max. And this isn't just about which one is better. It's more like a classic story of two very different kinds of champions. I mean, just look at the specs. On paper, the M4 Max looks like an absolute monster. More CPU cores, 4 times the GPU cores, way more memory. It's a total brute force brawler. It's got a dedicated neural engine that can do 38 trillion operations per second. But the M5, the AI strategist, it has that secret weapon tucked away inside its GPU. And this chart really tells the whole story, doesn't it? On the left, yeah, the M4 Max still wins in some raw power contests. But look at that bar on the right. When you give these chips an AI-specific task, the M5 is it's in a completely different league. We're talking up to 4 times the performance. Those little neural accelerators make a huge difference. Okay, so let's pull the camera back a bit, because this isn't just about Apple versus Apple. This is about Apple's entire philosophy on hardware clashing with the undisputed king of the AI world, NVIDIA. What we're looking at here are 2 totally different ways of thinking about AI. Apple's system-on-a-chip approach is all about integration. You've got the CPU, the GPU, the AI engines all living together, sharing one big pool of memory. It's like a shared workbench. NVIDIA, on the other hand, is all about specialization. They build these insanely powerful, dedicated GPUs that have their own private memory. It's like a high-tech workshop that you have to keep sending jobs out to. And that traditional NVIDIA model is incredibly powerful, don't get me wrong, but it has a built-in bottleneck. The CPU gets the data ready. Then it has to send it over a bus to the GPU's memory. Then you wait for the GPU to do its thing, and then the results have to be sent all the way back. Every single one of those trips takes time and energy. Apple's unified memory architecture just completely erases that bottleneck. Since everyone is working off that same shared workbench, you don't need to copy or shuttle data around. The CPU, the GPU, the neural engine, they can all grab the exact same data instantly. And for AI models, which are constantly needing data, this is a massive, massive advantage. All right, so that's all the techie stuff. But what does this actually mean for you, for the apps that you're using every single day? Let's talk about some real-world results. If you're a creative pro, this is where things get really exciting. Apple is showing off some big numbers. We're talking 3D rendering in Blender being up to 1.7 times faster. And remember that unified memory? That's what lets you have something like Photoshop and Final Cut Pro open at the same time, doing heavy work without the whole system just grinding to a halt. But if you're a developer or an AI enthusiast, hold on, because the numbers get even crazier. AI-powered video upscaling is more than twice as fast in DaVinci Resolve. And maybe the biggest deal of all is that this makes it way more practical to run powerful large language models, LLMs, right on your own laptop, totally offline, no cloud connection needed. And even if you're not a pro, this AI-first design has a huge ripple effect. All those on-device Apple Intelligence features, they just get faster, more responsive. For the Vision Pro, the M5 is what's powering those sharper details and that super smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. And the best part? It does all of this while sipping power, which means better battery life for everyone. So it's clear Apple has built this incredible, future-focused chip that's all about AI performance. But what's it going to cost you to get in on this future? Let's talk about the rollout and the price tag. Well, the price of admission for an M5 device starts right here. The new 14-inch MacBook Pro is going to kick things off at $1599. But the sticker price isn't the whole story. Because if you happen to be buying one of these in the UK or the EU, you might open the box and find that something important is missing. Yep. Citing EU rules that are all about cutting down on e-waste, Apple is now selling the power adapter as an optional add-on. We saw this happen with the iPhone a few years ago, and now that philosophy is coming to their laptops. And it really leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? The M5 chip is this huge step towards a smarter, incredibly efficient future. But it also shows that the definition of what even comes in the box is changing too. This chip represents a future where powerful AI isn't just in some far-off data center, but sitting right there on your desk. It's a fundamental shift in strategy for Apple, and the biggest question it leaves us with is, now that this power is here, what are we all going to build with it?